Taurus Massive, what's poppin'? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you a mid-month check-in. You guys have had great numbers with the channel, and I appreciate all the love and support that you give. Thank you so much. Just want to let you guys know that I'm also on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, so please make sure you link up with me there. YouTube is acting really funny. I have no idea how long I'm going to be here on YouTube. I'm just being brutally honest with you. Also, you can join me on Patreon. The Patreon membership is $5 a month. I'm going to start posting a lot more on there, and I may slow up a bit here on YouTube depending on what goes on in the next 30 days or so. So just want to give you a heads up, let you know what's going on, especially if you are someone who loves and appreciates the channel just as much as I love and appreciate you. All right, I do want to continue to keep in contact with you. So just want to let you know what's up. All right, guys, we're a couple of days shy of Taurus season, so hopefully you guys are getting amped up. I am too. You know, I love this time of year. Overall energy for your read, my loves, is 8 of Swords. Some people are not seeing what they need to see. This is a self-imposed prison. As a matter of fact, speaking of which, I just had a couple of comments last week in the Taurus section that were just a little off key. All right. And I had to get off key too. Okay. Because people was coming at me in the comments like I'm the problem. Like I pull the cards and I read them. I don't have nothing to do with what you doing. I don't have nothing to do with the energies that are out there because I'm not a Taurus. All right. I got Taurus in my chart just like everybody else. But, you know, this is not my energy I'm pulling. This is the collective, the Taurus collective energy. So if you don't like the energy, then you got to do something different so that different energy shows up. Now, I know all of you don't feel that way, and it's not all of you that are disgruntled, but, you know, I can't do nothing about that. So I'm just letting you know up front. So don't come for me in the comments because I'm really not trying to hear all that. I'm just doing a general reading, and this is not a personal reading, so there's no need for you to come at me like like you paid me for this reading and I gave you some garbage. Like, it's no need for you to come at me like that, all right? So for, this is part of it right here for some of you. Not all of you, but for some of you, you're not seeing things clearly. Taurus energy, as far as the negative side of Taurus, you can be very stubborn, all right? I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so in prominent places. So I know what that fixed sign energy is like when you're stubborn and it's difficult for you to change, okay? But with this 8 of Swords here, this is you doing this to yourself. This is nobody doing this. This is no tarot card reader doing this. This is nobody around you doing this. This is you refusing to accept and refusing to see what's going on and that you have the power to change it. And you know that you have the power to change it. I don't know if it's just because, you know, you're afraid of what's going to happen. You know, some of you are in situations that you've been in for years, or, you know, you've been doing the same type of thing, getting the same results and wondering why. And you have to look at yourself. If everything around you is screwed up, or you're always in screwed up relationships, or the people around you are always, you know, suspect, or every area of your life is fucked up, you got to stop and look at the common denominator in the situation. And I've been there. That's the only reason I'm able to be here and kick it with you, because I've been there. So I don't come here just for entertainment purposes. I come here to reveal the energies and to show you maybe there's a different perspective. Maybe there's a different way of looking at it. But I can't do nothing if you don't want to see that. All right? And this is what this 8 of Swords is talking about. So let's see what energies we got for you guys. Because you guys, your season is coming up. It's time for you to shine, baby. It's time for you to get it in. All right, you got to cut out anything that's not serving you. You don't want any nonsense that's not serving you. So you don't want to turn a blind eye to anything. Some of you are turning a blind eye to your partner, dealing with more than one person, and you know what's up. Some of you know what's up. Some of you have more than one partner, and you're pretending that, you know, you don't understand why your life is so hectic and crazy. You can't do screwed up things to people and think that it's not going to come back to you. That's never going to happen. All right. And so if you allow this energy in your life, if you're somebody who's dealing with someone who has more than one person and you know about it and you refuse to accept it because you don't want to leave this person, you're like in competition mode. I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. Da, 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 da. then the universe is going to look at you like, oh, okay, you're happy with this type of lifestyle, so I'm going to keep giving that to you. And so then you're going to be upset because you're like, what's the hell? But you got to make that move, my love. We got strength in reverse here. That's the first card that came up. All right, that's Leo energy. We're clarifying that with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are tired. You're tired of being in a situation where you're being taken advantage of. All right? You're tired of being in a situation where you're doing everything you can for your partner, everything you can for everybody else, and they just ragging you around like you're a rag doll. You're tired of this. How much more can you take of this before you realize that you are the one who has to make that change? This person is not going to change nothing. They're going to keep doing it every way, and they're going to act like you okay with it because you ain't saying nothing. You're not doing nothing. You can beef at someone all day. You can bitch at someone all day, but in the end, it's your actions. You can fight with someone. Oh, you dealing with this one, da, 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 da. And then a week later, you're back in the bed with this person. So they could take your mouth now. It's like, oh yeah, I know she's just going to get mad and bitch for about 2 months or whatever. Some of you might get into a physical altercation. You might fight with your partner. Okay. But in 2 months, you're going to be back in the bed with them. So it's to the point they know your schedule. They know your routine. This is why they're able to get away with this type of energy with you. Okay, this is why. And this is why they're able to take advantage of you. And this is why you're sitting here feeling like, you know what? I've had all I can take. You got to step up to the plate. You got to step up to the plate, Taurus. Your birthday season is coming. You don't need to have any of this type of energy in your vicinity during your solar return. Okay, this is going to be a major solar return for you because you have Uranus in your first house. Uranus is a planet of rebellion. It's a planet of surprise, of change. So what you got to do is you got to surprise this person and let them know, oh, I know you thought you had me on schedule, and I know you thought you had a routine. You have my routine down, because one of the great things about Taurus is you guys are consistent. Once you in. Okay, I have plenty of Taurus friends. I got family members that's Taurus. You guys are the most reliable, steadfast people. I know where my aunt is at such and such a time, at such and such a day. I know where she is because I know her routine. All right, I know her. I know how she's going to get if I come at her incorrect. I know, over a week or two, she'll get over it, and then we back love, we back good again. You guys got really good hearts. You know what I'm saying? But I know you got that in you too. That once you are tired, you are tired. And a lot of you are at that point. You are tired because you're starting to realize that, wait a minute, this keeps going on nonstop. I got to stop and look in the mirror here and see why I'm constantly in these relationships that are not working. I got to stop in the mirror and look why every part of my life, my career life sucks. My family life sucks, fighting with my family members. My love life sucks. I'm in multiple, relationships, against my will. Well, against, I'm in third party relationships, being juggled. My social life, my friends is turning their back on me. They deceiving me. You know what I mean? I'm fighting with my kids. Like, if every area of your life is screwed up, you got to look at them. It's the common denominator. It's not me saying nothing negative. It's facts. You just got to look at the math. It is what it is. And that's the only way you're going to overcome this. Now, that's the good thing about Uranus being in your first house right now. You have a way of changing. You can change now. It's easier for you to change than it ever has been before with Uranus there. If Uranus wasn't there, then it would be more difficult for you to change because you are a fixed sign. It's hard for you to change your ways. But Uranus is there helping you use the energies of the universe. This is why it's important for you to learn astrology and to learn your chart. Look in the box below if you want to get a chart, okay, a natal chart. I got you. Look at the information in the box below. It's important that you start to understand yourself. If you keep running into brick walls and don't know why, it's because you don't understand yourself and you don't understand your nature, because in reality, you're the one who's giving off these vibes, attracting in. You attract what you give off. And you may think you're giving off one energy, but in reality, you're giving off something different. And so as a result of what you're giving off, you're like sending out a frequency. It's like a hello, hello. We all do this. Hello, hello. And whatever resides on that frequency, comes back to us. So if you're attracting all of this stuff in your life that's negative and is no good, you got to look at the frequency. And that subconscious frequency that you're spitting out is the frequency of the stuff that you pushed way down in and you're not dealing with. You think, okay, well, let me just move on. I ain't worrying about that. And you don't deal with the pain. That's the frequency you give off that you don't know. That's subconscious frequency. Whatever you attract is what you're giving off. You got to understand that. So you got to deal with this pain. And a lot of you, it's just about changing your ways. Changing your perception, your value, your self-worth, how you feel about yourself. Because that's the house you rule. Self-value, self-worth. Okay? And Uranus is in there to shake things up for you. So don't fight the energies. Learn your chart, understand your chart, learn to read your chart, learn who you are, and learn how to use these planetary alignments in your favor. Uranus is in your house right now. It's a planet of change. It's a planet of unexpected behavior, unexpected surprises. So use that energy to figure out what you want in life and make that change. The next card we have is the Fool in reverse, major arcana energy. Like I said, Uranus energy. Just what I was talking about, all right? This is all about surprises. This is all about, unexpected things that are happening, unexpected changes. And we have that clarified with the King of Cups. So you got to change your way about love. You got to change your way about the masculine energy as far as the King of Cups is how we act, okay? If this was the Queen of Cups, it would be how you would feel on the inside, your feelings and your emotions. But you have to change how you act in reference to love. Okay, some of you, you're giving. All you do is give, 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 give. And you're around people who don't appreciate you. They take you for granted. Okay, and at this point, some of you, you're actually feeling like a fool. Some of you are feeling that way because it's like, yo, this person keeps playing me. Or people around me keep coming around me, and they're not the type of people that I want to be around. Or you find out later that they're suspect. You got to deal with how you go about getting love. How do you go about getting love? What do you do to get love? What do you look at to, what do you confirm what love is? Are you looking at it based on what somebody has in their pockets, their material wealth, what they can offer you materially? That looks good on the outside, but what about what's going on the inside? What kind of nourishment is this person giving you on the inside? Are they feeding your soul? Are they feeding your spirit? You got to change your ways. You got to. Because you don't want to keep suffering. You don't want to keep being in this position where you're frustrated. The cards are saying it right here. You need to change the way you go about loving. The way that you go about loving. This could also talk about how you act towards yourself. All right? If people see you treating yourself a certain way, you around certain type of people, they're going to assume certain things. Understand, birds of a feather flock together. So if you hanging out with a bunch of hoes, or you hanging out with a bunch of loose women and you're a woman, and you hanging out with a bunch of loose women, materialistic women, and y'all always up in the club trying to get dough, but yet you really want real love, these men who see you are going to see you as, okay, this is just something I could just bump when I want to bump, and I'm going to go about my business. Like, you have to understand it's all about the people around you, who you surround yourself with, as well as how you treat yourself. This is what this King of Cups energy is all about. And you got to follow your intuition. Forget what everybody else is doing. What everybody else is doing don't matter. It's about what you want and what you want to do. All right? Some people are easily influenced by what's going on out here in the outer world. And I understand you about the material world. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Capricorn moon. I understand how that works with the money. And trust me, I get that. But at the same time, you can't put yourself in a position where you are at a point where, all it is about the money. If he don't have no money, or if she don't have a certain status and don't, look a certain way or wear a certain type of clothes or have a physical type of look, you're not interested. You have got to change. The universe is saying, no, that's not how you evaluate love. That is not how you look at love. And so the universe is telling you need to change that. And you can only change that by changing how you look at yourself. And then the way you see the outer world will change. Now, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, this is Aries energy. And we have that clarified with the Seven of Wands in reverse. So what this is telling me with this Four of Swords is you want peace of mind. You just want peace. You just want happiness. You want peace. And for a lot of you, you're cutting off people who no longer serve you. Finally, yes. Okay? And with the Seven of Wands in reverse, you're no longer fighting with yourself about what's important and versus what is not. Because that's where it all comes down to. Because if you're confident in yourself and you know what you want, that energy is going to radiate from you, and you're only going to attract them type of people that's on that level. You attract what you are. You attract who you are. That is a hard lesson to learn. It was a hard lesson for me to learn. But the more I understood that, and the more I started paying attention to what I was doing and how I was doing it, the more I realized that everything that was in my life, I manifested it. When you get to a point like that, and Taurus, you are an ill manifester, okay? You can manifest just like Gemini, just like Scorpio. You can manifest. You are one of the best men, and Cancer as well. Okay, and if you got any prominent placements of those that I spoke of, you are an ill manifester. Okay, you are all about making that money, so you can manifest whatever you need. Your issue is the internal. You naturally are built to make that money. What your struggles in life are going to be about is what your value is in your self-worth for you, because that's what you're going to attract to you. So yeah, you gotta take a look at the situation, okay? You gotta look in the mirror and say, what in the world is it that I'm not seeing in myself that would allow me to put myself in a situation where I'm allowing someone to juggle me? For some of you, this is just all about you feeling that change, feeling that Uranus energy, but being stubborn and trying to fight it. That's all this is about. Some of you, this person that you were dealing with here that's juggling you, they keep trying to contact you. For some of them, you just want peace. Okay? You just want peace from this person. You're not communicating with them. All right? You're no longer fighting for this relationship with the Seven of Wands in reverse. But these people keep reaching out to you. They keep reaching out to you, and they're going to keep doing that because they know your routine. They know you get mad, and you might block for a minute. But you really are you're really done with the Six of Cups reverse. You're really done with this situation. You're done being in a third party situation. You're done. Now what you need to do is you have to be patient, my love. A lot of you want love. You need love, and I understand that. But you have to be patient because there's a healing process that comes in. Once you get out of a relationship, you need to chill for a minute. And a lot of people don't like to do that. A lot of people are on the mindset, okay, well, the best way to get over one person is to get right up under another. That's not the mindset to have, because then that speaks to your self-worth and your self-value and how you feel about yourself. So now you're just looking at yourself as a piece of flesh, when you are so much more than that, and you deserve so much more than that. So you need to be patient with yourself with this Seven of Pentacles energy, because you got some growing to do on the inside. You're changing right now. Uranus is in your first house. I can't stress that enough. Do some research on Uranus. Do some research on the second house, because that's the house you run. And put the pieces together, and you'll see exactly what I'm telling you. So it's time for you to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself, because it's time for you to heal. Not only do you have to be patient with yourself, you have to take power and step into your power and be in control of what's going on, and control of whatever is coming into your life, and who's coming into your life and why. And don't be afraid to cut someone off. See, the Queen of Wands, she's not afraid to tell someone, no, I'm sorry, no, we can't speak anymore. I'm sorry. Or, I'm sorry, I just don't think we're on the same page. She ain't got time to ghost nobody. She just tell you straight up, no, I'm sorry, I just don't think we're on the same page. And for some of you, that's what you have to do. You have to gain control in reference to dealing with these people. Some of you are letting this person with the Strength card in reverse, you're just letting them run over you. But all for because of love, and because, this person may have some money, or they may look like or they have a certain status. And so you allow this to go down. That's for some of you. So yeah, you got to step into your Queen of Wands role. All right? And walk away. with the Eight of Cups reverse. Walk away, and more importantly, learn the lesson from walking away. Some of you are in your head about this. You're in your head about it. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure how to do it because this is a step that you may not have taken before. Usually, you break up, you get back together, but you're really tired of this right now. And a lot of that is because of the Uranus energy. It's putting you in a position to be tired. All right? And so now it's time to take action. In your head, you know this. Like I said, the queens represent your emotions and your feelings. You know you need to take control. You already know that. Now it's time to actually take that action and take control. Because that's the only way you're going to get your 10 of Cups. That's the only way you're going to get it. The only way you're going to get it. For some of you, you're connecting with people because of money. If they don't have money, you're not connecting with them. Some of you are passing by good people who want to be with you. Or you've passed up good people who want to be with you. All because they don't look like they have a dollar, or they don't look like a certain way, that they don't have this and they don't have that. So some of you have passed up good potential. Okay, and I know you say don't date potential. Yeah, that's true. But again, you are a good manifester. You can manifest money. All you have to do is tap into your energy. And if you don't know how to do that, then you need to start by learning your chart. All right? So you can tap into your energy and you can make money. That's easy for you to do as an earth sign. That's what you put on the earth to do, to provide stability, financial stability. Where your issue is going to be and where your problems are going to be is your self-worth and your self-value. All right? Now, this person may be watching you, okay? They may be watching you, or you may be watching them. Even though you cut them off, you may be watching them, but I got a lot of energy here, a little devil energy here. Okay? So this could represent addictions of some sort. All right? Of some sort. Some of you could be addicted to this individual, or just what they have and what they're giving you. A lot of you, again, I can't stress it enough about you after money. Okay? And wanting money from someone. Or going after people because of their status and what they got in their pockets. That's some of you. I'm not talking to all of you about that part, but that's some of you. All right? And that's never going to make you happy with the Nine of Cups reverse. It's never going to make you happy because you can always provide for yourself. And if you're going to go for someone, you want someone who's going to give you both. You want someone who's going to provide for you, but you also want someone who's going to love you. Someone who's going to give you that love and that affection that you need. And like I said, you guys are amazing manifestors with the Magician energy here. You guys are the top manifestors here. Okay? Like I said, with Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, you guys are right there. Okay? Because a lot of you are on the cusp of Gemini and Taurus. So a lot of you are great manifestors. So you can manifest that money. It's not a problem. You got to get the love thing right. And that starts within first. Okay? And a lot of you are not accepting the reality of it. You're not accepting the reality of the situation with the Knight of Swords in reverse. You're in denial about what it is that you got to go through. Some of you are lying to yourselves. You're acting as if you are over these broken-hearted situations, and you're really not. You're not allowing yourself time to heal. You need time to grieve with the Five of Cups reverse. You need time to grieve. And it's okay to have failed relationships. We all have failed relationships. But you have to allow yourself time to grieve and time to let that go. Okay? And it does take some time. It does. With the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take you some time. But you will be on point. What I did was on my community tab. If you look at the community tab, I don't know if you guys ever watched The Real. I don't know what her nationality is, but she's of Asian descent. Jenny is her name. Jeannie is her name. She posted a really dope article about what it was that she had to do to find new love. Check that article out, because this is basically the same thing that I'm seeing here as far as what you guys need to do. Well, some of you guys anyway. All right, you got to take your time, focus on your money, be by yourself for a minute. It's okay to be by yourself. All right, because once you get that straightened out, guess what's coming? Boom, the Two of Cups, baby. And you're going to be able to act on that because you're going to know what it is. Okay, with the Hangman in reverse, you're going to act on that right away. All right, because you're going to know what time it is. You don't want to be bamboozled anymore with this Hangman in reverse. You don't want people coming around, and they're just coming at you, giving you what you want to get, what they want from you, and what they're taking from you is going to cost you a lot more than you even imagine, than you could even think of. All right. So with this Page of Wands in reverse, it's not always about the sex. It's not always about the fun of it, the thrill of it, because of whatever. Like, a lot of you are doing that. And I'm talking to the females as well as the men. Okay. Because it's women out here who are very aggressive on it, just like men are. Okay. And then you have your men who are on the receptive end. They're being treated terribly as well. So I'm talking to you guys as well. All right. With this Ten of Swords energy, this is the energy here that represents the fact that you're at a breakdown here. You've had enough. You have had enough. You had enough of the betrayal. A lot of it is self-betrayal. A lot of it. With this Eight of Swords here, this is you betraying yourself, you deceiving yourself. This is the worst type of deceit, the worst type of pain when you sit down and look at it. The worst type. A lot of you are wondering why you can't manifest a relationship that is, has potential, has growth. A lot of you are financially dependent on your partner. And so you're at the whim of whatever this partner wants. Especially those of you who are dealing with a dark side Taurus male. A lot of you are financially dependent on this male. Now, one thing I like about Taurus men is they'll provide for their women. But if you get a dark side Taurus male, this is where this type can come. This is where this type of energy can come in. All right, with the Strength in the reverse, a very abusive individual. Okay, whether verbally, physically, mentally, spiritually, or all the above. All right, and some of you are in that situation right now. And there's no growth in this situation. It's not going anywhere. You're just stuck. And you've had enough of this with the Swords energy. You've had enough of this. You're ready to move on. And you are realizing that. A lot of you have a different outlook on things, and you're realizing, okay, I'm not really winning with this person. I'm losing. I'm not really winning. Yeah, I got all the material things. He takes care of me. He makes sure I'm straight. But he's messing around with other women. He's juggling me with other women. And some of you are married to this type of individual. Some of you need your friends right now with the Three of Cups. You need your friends. You need to call on them for support, for guidance, for love. Because you're going through it right now. Uranus is going to make you go through it. It's going to make you look in the mirror. It's going to make you realize who you are. It's going to make you say, what the hell is going on with me? Am I needy? Am I being needy? Am I being too emotional? Am I insecure? Again, your first house deals with self-worth. You got to look in the mirror and am I being needy? Am I insecure? Why do I keep attracting these type of individuals? Why do I keep dealing? It ain't even about what you attract, it's what you entertain. All right? The light bulb, when it sits out there at night on a summer night and you look at it and you see all of those moths and all kinds of bugs, the little tiny gnats to the big ass moths and the butterflies flying to that light. That light can't help what it attracts. Now, if that light decided to say, okay, well, I choose you, then see, you have the option to make the choice as to what you entertain. All right? And some of you are not aware of that. You're not even, you have no clue about that. You got to tap into your intuition. You got to tap into your inner self. All right? Some of you don't even know who you are on the inside. You're a mystery to yourself, and you're feeling that more so now than ever with this Uranus energy in your first house. You're like, wait a minute, I'm changing. I don't even like some of the things that I was into before. I don't even like this person anymore. This lifestyle isn't even for me anymore. I'm not feeling any of this anymore. And you're wondering why you're feeling that way. All right? You're wondering why. And with this moon energy, it's because of the fact that you're changing. Uranus is in your first house. All right, so this is all new to you. So you're feeling stuck for some of you with the Six of Swords reverse, just feeling really weird. But go with that flow. Go with your gut. Go with your intuition. Okay, and a lot of you are not even speaking about how you're feeling to people. You may be lashing out, getting a little angry and aggressive, and people may not know why. It's because you're going through a change on the inside, and you don't even know it because you don't follow astrology. You don't look at your chart. So you don't understand how these energies are messing with you. You have no clue. Some of you got it though. Some of you got it and you're putting plan in place. All right? You're putting plan in place. You're focusing on yourself. You're focused on making your money. And you're bringing all of this bullshit that's going on around you to an end. So some of you are getting divorced. Some of you are ending relationships that are no longer serving you. And that's where your good karma is going to come in. Because this is what the World card is all about. Some of you, were running out here messing around with the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands energy in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse. That's that Aries energy in reverse. Okay, Aries, Taurus, Cuspers. All right. Some of you, you're in a situation where this is what's going on in your life, or this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone who's running in and out, someone who's very immature. They don't appreciate you. They don't value you. And you have to stop and say, wait a minute, I had enough. And that's when that tower comes down. All right? You end all of this nonsense in your head with this Five of Swords, beating yourself up, not understanding what's going on, understanding that you're never going to win in this situation, no matter what you do. This is what this Five of Swords in reverse represents. No matter what you do, you're not going to win in this situation. So a lot of you are going within with the Hermit energy, and you're realizing that this shit is just not fair with the Justice card in reverse. It's just not fair. And as a result, I need to end this. And as a result, not only does the Death card mean you ended things, it means that your whole perspective on the situation has changed. You don't even look at this in the same way anymore. All right? Let's get you some advice. I've been going on and on and on. I want you guys to win, man. What advice can we get my Tauruses so they can get on track? Yo, look at your chart. Please learn astrology. Uranus is in your first house right now. A lot of you are feeling indifferent. You don't feel the way you used to. You don't rock the way you used to. The people you be around, you don't want to be around them no more. Go with the flow. Follow your gut. Patience, and be patient with yourself. Like I said, you have to be patient. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Like I said, for some of you, you're in a relationship with someone who is taking advantage of you because they provide for you. Release. You got to let this go. Some of you know radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Let go of those old ideologies that you had. You're changing. You got to let that go. Some of you, it's obsession. You're obsessed. Or your person is obsessed. All right? One more. This is a spiritual lesson, my loves. Okay? You're learning a lesson right now. This person is a karmic that you need to get away from. And you know this. All right? Taurus, I hope this was helpful for you. If you need to reach out to me because you need a reading or you need to know more about your chart and how to understand it and read it, reach out to me. My information is in the box below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in Taurus season. I got a video for you in about maybe 48 hours representing Taurus season and bringing in the season right. We're going to bring this in right. All right? Love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading.